Hey guys, so I just got the baby down for his nap, and so I wanted to film a little like update for you guys of where the heck I've been this summer and also how this relates to money, because I have like a money thing that I feel, a money encouragement that I feel like I want to share with you guys. So my son Jack, he is almost 4 months old now, and my husband Jacob has had 16 weeks of paid parental leave, like fully paid, and it's been amazing. When we had our first son Peter, who's 2, we had Peter, Jacob worked for a different employer and he didn't get any sort of parental leave, so he took like 2 weeks of vacation and that was it. But this time around it's been so amazing to have him off of work for this long. But this is his official last week of it. So right now Peter is at school. He goes to school 2 days a week. He absolutely loves it. Yesterday wasn't a school day and he was asking to go to school the whole time. He loves it so much. And it's been nice this summer for me to like have more one-on-one time with Jack for those couple days when Peter's at school. Like, it's been so great. So I guess what I wanted to share is like, where the heck have I been? Because when I was having Jack, it was fully my plan to keep posting on YouTube and like be active and do that, but I just haven't been this summer. So first off, I'll talk a little bit about like our schedule I guess, or just like why we've been so busy. But having 2 kids is busy, even though like one of them goes to school 2 days a week. Like, it's still busy around here. And with that, both of my kids just have not been phenomenal sleepers. So I'm hoping that I can get this video filmed during Jack's nap. He just went down, but typically he naps for like 25 minutes at a time. And Peter was also a very short napper. And when I had Peter as a newborn, like taking you back to my life 2 years ago, when I had Peter as a newborn, I had taken maternity leave from my employer and was off for 12 weeks, but I really didn't want to have to go back. And so during my whole maternity leave, I was working on YouTube, trying to make content, trying to build up this business so that I could do YouTube instead of going to work so I could be home with Peter. The other part of that is Jacob had a different job, and the job that he had at the time, he was making half as much as what he does now. So at that time in our lives, it was like, we need money, so I either have to go back to work or I can make YouTube my thing, but like, I need to work, like I need to be doing this for our family. So during that time I felt so stressed because I like was trying to work, trying to do all these things, and I wish I could have enjoyed maternity leave more, but I was like trying to make money so that I could stay home. Also during that time was the beginning of the pandemic. Peter was born May 2020. So it was just a really stressful time all around, and you have a new baby or a new parent, it was really stressful. And then I took these like sleep class, sleep class and was like, oh, like my baby will nap like 2 hours at a time. No, Peter napped like 25, to 40 minutes at a time, and it felt like nearly impossible to get anything done. And therefore I just felt really frustrated with the sleep situation because I wasn't able to get everything done that I thought I was going to be able to. And I needed to work, I needed to get things done, but then I felt like I couldn't because he didn't nap for very long. So it just left me feeling really frustrated. So this time around, going into maternity leave this time around, I was fully planning to post on YouTube more frequently, and obviously that didn't happen, but I felt a lot better about it this time. And I just kind of went into it this time of wanting to enjoy maternity leave more. And I now fully work for myself on YouTube. Like, I don't have an employer that I report to. So that's a blessing and a curse, because it's great that I can take as much time off as I want, but it's also hard because when you're self-employed you don't really get fully time off. But therefore I wanted to be able to allow myself more flexibility to be able to have that time off. So I will say that over the summer, work just has kind of been on the back burner, and I've been just enjoying more maternity leave and just knowing that this season is so short, and I just want to be able to enjoy it and not feel frustrated. So we still obviously are dealing with the same short nap situation of 25 minutes, but because I go into it with the mindset of like, it's okay, I therefore don't feel frustrated when that happens. So this time around I just really didn't want to be as frustrated because I know more what to expect now as a second-time mom. Know the naps can be short, and that's just my kids, and a lot of other kids too. It's very, very normal, but my kids are definitely some of those. So I just didn't want to be frustrated with it. I just wanted to be able to enjoy this season, and so therefore I felt like that was kind of having to take a little bit of step back from work. And I will say that I'm very grateful that in this season, money wasn't going to be a deciding factor for that for me. And I'm very grateful for that, because like I said, 2 years ago, it definitely was. And I felt like I needed to hustle to be able to make that happen. But this time around, like I said, Jacob has a really great job with a great income. And I'm also grateful that I've built my business enough that a lot of what I do is passive income. So I have still been working a little bit here and there, but I've also just been able to have some passive income things come in. So I haven't been making as much for my business as what I was like in the spring, because I haven't been working as much, but there's been a lot of other outlets that still do provide some passive income. So what I wanted to share, the money encouragement part of this, is that not every decision in your life has to be motivated by money. And I realize that if you are in that mindset, like if you have that chance to make a decision for your life that's not based on money, like that is like something of privilege, and you're fortunate to be able to do so. But it was hard for me to even make that decision. It was hard for me to step back and be like, well, I could be making more money if I was working harder, but then I'd be more stressed out in this season, but I could be making more money. But just realizing that this season that I have is so short with having a little baby, and I wanted to just be able to fully enjoy it. I didn't want to feel frustrated. And so that meant expecting that I would make less money, and we'd, make less money for a household during the summer during this time, which I'm grateful that, right now we're able to cover all of our needs. We, cover all those basic necessities. It just basically means less towards our bigger financial goals, and that's okay for this season. So there's times in life where you can make decisions that maybe don't make 100% sense financially, but it's what you want to do. You shouldn't make all of your decisions in life based off of money. Like, for example, if you have 2 job offers and one is for $60,000 and one's for $65,000, but you really like the one that pays $60,000 more, then do that. Like, not every decision that you make in life should be motivated by money. And again, I know that is speaking of a place of privilege, because there were, a few years ago, like, most decisions in our life were motivated by money, but being able to now cover all of our basic needs and things like that, I'm just really grateful that we're like at a point where I could take some time off and I didn't have to, worry about the financial implications. But we aren't putting as much towards our goals in this season, and that's okay. And I even think of that, like if I was, not working at all, like if I stayed home entirely and didn't make any money, like, yeah, things would be really tight. It would be tight, but all of the things that you do in life shouldn't be motivated by money. And there's probably a season for that of, hey, we're going to enjoy the season of staying home, or enjoy, what this season has to offer, knowing that we won't be able to take all the fancy vacations. We won't be able to put as much towards financial goals during this season, but that's okay, because you have to enjoy life too. You can't just be going so hard on your financial goals all the time that you're not enjoying life. And so that's kind of what I had to remind myself a lot this summer, so that I could take a step back and just fully enjoy maternity leave and being home with Jack and Peter, because I know I'm not going to get this time back. And especially with having Jacob home, like getting 4 months to just be fully present with each other, like in our family, like we're never going to have that ever again. Like it was an amazing summer. Summer's my favorite season here. We live in Portland, Oregon, and summers are the absolute best in the Pacific Northwest. It is the one upside to living here, when the rest of the year it's just raining and cold for all the time, but summers are just amazing. So it was just such a blessing to be able to be home together all summer and get to just soak up all this family time. So I just wanted to thank you guys for being here with me. I know that I haven't been here this summer, that I took a break, but I'm excited to get back into it, making more videos here, more content here on Instagram. You can follow me there too. I'm going to be sharing some budget videos coming up soon, sharing other people's budgets. I know you guys have been looking forward to that. I'm also going to be sharing my budget stuff here soon as well. I know that I kind of mentioned doing that differently, so I'm still trying to figure that out, but I am going to be sharing that soon. And I just want to thank you for sticking with me during this time. I wasn't planning to take a break for this long, but that's just what happened, and I'm it's been so good for my mental health. It's been so good for my family to be able to take this time off. So I don't know if that's any sort of encouragement. I just felt like I need to share that you should also enjoy your life and that everything shouldn't be motivated by money. So I think that that's all I have for this video. Jack is still sleeping, which is great. So I'll go get a couple other things done around the house. But yeah, I just wanted to thank you guys and give you a little update of where I've been, what's coming, and I can't believe that my little baby is already almost 4 months old, and it's just been a really sweet time. So I just want to thank you for the support. So I'll see you guys later. Bye.
About to leave.